right, today is December 13th. This will be our last outreach meeting for 2022. Wow, that's crazy. For the most part, we have been working to get our holiday gathering set up for tomorrow. I think that we've had to substitute for Sergio, who does a lot of work to get this done. I think that we have learned a lot in doing the work that Sergio is doing. I don't know if it'll be as good as Sergio's, but we're going to have, we'll have a good format. Udkarsh, I'm still waiting on your talk, and I'm still waiting on Brad's. So if you can get that to me as soon as you can. I sent you
uploading it. Yeah, I'm uploading it right now.
Awesome. So I think that is really all that I have to cover. So just keep in mind, I do use the content that we create in this for social posts. And I believe in February, we should do a blogathon. I think that there needs to be better ways for people to participate in outreach, and our blogathon that we did 2 years ago was pretty successful. We had a lot of blog submittals during that time. So we will start working on a blogathon after the first of the year. And then I think Sime has put together a review of everything we've done on outreach. We've done quite a few talks. When he asked me to summarize mine, I did one a month for the most part, about 12, and I think I forgot a few. So we've been out there, and everything's looking pretty good. We are still working with the folks from Red Hat, and in terms of seeing if we can get them to help contribute to Ortelius. And I have a name of a person by the name of Jay Flower that I have been referred to that is working on some open source data collection that might be helpful to us. So I think that is all I have for today, the 13th of December, 2022, when we're trying to slow down instead of speed up.
Well, who is that person with Red Hat?
Vincent Damien is the person that we spoke to at in Tahoe, and Jay Flower is the person that he referred me to. And Jay Flower they have an internal project to try to do something similar. And he sent me the architectural diagram for what kind of data that they're trying to collect. So I'll send that out to anyone who's interested. I suppose I'll just send it out to the, maybe you can review it in 2020, your first architecture meeting next year. And I'll make sure and invite everybody to the meeting with Jay. So I'll publish that meeting so anybody can attend it. And I'm continuing to work with Melba Lopez at IBM as well. So IBM and Red Hat, they still are functioning as two different companies. So I still am doing outreach to IBM as well. We try to meet with Melba, but unfortunately she had a sick kid. So she's had to take off work for a few weeks. I think she'll be back in January.
I did get an email from I think it was Melissa at the CDF around the funding, doing the funding part of our grant over to the GitHub sponsorship, and the Linux Foundation wants to take 9% for an administrative fee to do that.
Figured they'd want something like that.
So I got to look to see if we can just go directly from Deploy Hub over to the GitHub sponsorships.
Yeah. So they want $7,000.
Yeah, just to do some basic administration.
Maybe worth it, Steve.
Yeah, well, I got to look and see what we need to do.
I would expected that they would have taken something. I mean, that's what we're paying for, one of their people to manage that for us.
Oh yeah, I think you missed it, Udkarsh. We met with the basically the finance team from the Linux Foundation and some folks from the CDF around the crowdfunding, and they had us look at a GitHub sponsorship program. So the GitHub sponsorship program is set up to be more along the lines of smaller payouts, instead of 50K payouts and stuff like that. What the GitHub funding is, I'm sorry, the crowdfunding is set up for. So look at we'll probably use the GitHub sponsorship program in some fashion. And that means you just have to set up some things on your GitHub side, like bank account information, things like that. I'm going to do a recording on how to set things up, but that's the direction it looks like.
Okay. Cool.
And I still owe the Ripple our status report.
I looked online and there were no forms for December.
Okay. One thing off my list then.
Yeah, no, I checked and there was no status report form, and I'll continue checking. It's under submittable. And usually when I sign in and I go to that location, it'll have the forms that you need to submit.
Right.
And there was nothing for December.
Cool. I still on my list to do is today is to figure out badges.
Yes, we do. I still have to put together my summary PowerPoint, and we have to go through badges and how many we have a lot of just numbers to crunch today.
Yeah, it takes me about 3 hours to go through and gather the information from GitHub.
Yeah.
Because you just have to run, there's no way to run the queries like in a bulk group. You have to do it for every single person that's a contributor. It's a pain. So I do a lot of point and clicking, cutting and pasting to get our numbers out of GitHub. But that's on my list to do. I'll have it for later today.
Okay, dope.
So that's what's on the list. These for everybody. Ukarshi, are you going to send Tracy an email with a link to the Drive folder?
Yep.
I shared. You put it out on that shared drive, right?
So currently I'm uploading on my drive. So yeah, I can do it.
All right, cool. All right, so Tracy, I just got another meeting invite from one of our customers I have at 10 o'clock. So I'm not going to be able to be on that StreamYard testing with Sime.
Oh, okay.
I think we got it sorted out for the most part. We just need to let Sime know what he needs to use on his side.
Well, he just has to be on Zoom.
Right. We just got to let him know that
Okay.
There's nothing fancy on that front.
Okay. All
Hey,
right,
Sergio.
then. Hey, Sergio.
Hey, how are you?
We're good.
So I think we have StreamYard and OBS and all that stuff figured out from running it all from Tracy's side tomorrow.
Cool.
Hey, Sergio, how did you do the games?
The games, I usually just already loaded on different tabs, and I just import different windows. So you can, an OBS, like have already loaded and just hide it. And when you start using it, you just, and it's a good idea. And usually I have a lot of scenes. For example, to don't have to hide and show, you just change the scene with just different adjustments. So usually I have a lot of scenes, even for like each thing is a scene.
Yeah,
one lighting tone, one.
Yeah. So when we did the word game, I have the word game set up, but you have to scan a code in order to start playing it. Unlike you.
Yeah, and I think it's with your Twitch account and you need using the Twitch chat. I think so.
Is that that's a Twitch chat one, right?
Yeah, is made for Twitch, I think so. By default, you use the Twitch chats is by default reading like the answer and stuff like that.
So when I set it up in my scene, what do I use? Do I use a browser or do I use a window?
A window, because a
window,
browser
okay.
is like, yeah,
It's
not,
like static.
and it's like integrated browser, so it doesn't like work identically like in your browser. So usually it's just, and if you don't want, and I usually use like what is the option, like transformation. So you like crop a little bit if you want to hide, I don't know, the nav bar and stuff like that. You can crop it from the window.
Okay. Cool. And that's a transformation.
Yeah, it's transformation and it's like resize and a lot of stuff. And one is like cropping, something like that.
And then with Discord, that was just bringing in another window, right?
Yeah, it's just another window.
Okay. All right, cool. We're close. I think we have all of it. We have most of the scenes built. We're just waiting for a couple videos of last moment uploads, and then I think we're good building all the scenes.
I haven't time, but right now I have, from this meeting, I'm going to make just a little, I don't know, maybe some background or videos to maybe you have like on the back and something like that, just for stylish a little bit. But I'm going to send you by email a little. I think I'm going to add it to the drive where we have like all the media, but I don't know.
You know, I already put some stuff together. So if you don't have time to do it, that's okay. So I set it all up last night because I wanted to give myself plenty of. Yesterday I spent pretty much all day on it.
So Tracy, share your screen. You can just share OSB and just kind of show what one of the scenes.
Okay, so that's what I still have to add the chat box to this, but this is my main. And then I have our opening song, and then I have Sasha and Arvin, and then I have a break, which is the word game, which is right now the way we do the word game. It is.
I think we have to configure that. We've closed that window, so we have to go and reshare.
Oh yeah, usually when it's like programs and binaries, probably you're going to lose it. There is some kind of option that look fine by name. So if you have to, I don't know, select the window every time, maybe if you change it like by name, he can match like.
Yeah, I think we set it that way. I think the tab's just closed.
Okay.
Must be.
So if you go Tracy, a right click on that and say properties. Yeah, capture method, find window.
Yeah, match title, otherwise find those same types. Yes, that's going to work.
Yep.
But I have to have the word game open, which I don't know.
Yeah, you have to probably have to. Yes, but yeah, I think you do it perfectly because I do just like in the end, like step by step, like a scene. You just move on the scenes, and you're going to have like all your schedules. So I think it's perfect.
All right.
Cool. So that's what we got. We're pretty close. But that's what it's going to look like, something along those lines. And I think we'll bring in the Discord chat somewhere into the probably the right-hand side.
Yeah, I also always like when people saw what is writing in the screen, they are more eager to to drop some words.
And I still don't know what this does, but it's supposed to be a game. It's supposed to be a little pet that you have to feed, so it keeps you looking at the screen.
Yeah, there is someone like a little bot that takes stuff from the chat and do stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, so he's installed. We'll see what he does.
I think it's great. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Alrighty, everybody, I gotta jump on to another meeting. Anybody else have anything that we need to wrap up with?
Tracy, I have shared that game in the link, so you can test it out later.
Yeah, that's the one we have in there. It's one of those weird ones. You got to get it connected up to Twitch, and we have the Twitch channel is.
Well, I think I just have to have it. If I have it.
We'll get it sorted out. But yeah, that's the game that the word game that we're gonna use again, Arvin. Thanks.
Yeah. Welcome.
And we may have a football game as well.
Great.
So we'll see. We'll try another new one. We'll see what happens.
Okay, thank you all. Chat soon. Chat tomorrow.
Have a good day. See ya. Bye bye.
We'll miss you, Sergio.
Yeah, best of luck. I will see the recording for sure.
Okay, thank you.